With people being a lot more health conscious these days and everyone trying to cut down on red meat, it's really important to try and include more fish in the diet. So I'm going to show you a nice creamy cheesy option which has got spring onions and tomatoes in as well, and it's just a nice quick and easy way to prepare fish where you pop it in the oven and kind of forget about it until it's dinner time. So we're going to use 500 grams of Cape whiting steaks. You can basically use any frozen fish. Generally they say it's 4 portions, but often you'll see there 5 or 6 depending on the size of the fish. You just take those out of the plastic wrapping, pop them into your oven tray. Because this is a cheesy dish, you don't need to grease your pan. You can just put them straight into the oven dish. We're then going to take 2 packets of the Knorr creamy cheese sauce. Pop that in a bowl. And in the meantime, you can preheat your oven to 180. You don't want to go hotter than 180, otherwise your sauce will curdle a little bit. So we have 2 sachets of Knorr creamy cheese sauce in the bowl. We're going to add 2 cups of milk, and then simply using a whisk, mix it together. You won't have a fully homogeneous mixture because you normally mix it with boiling water, so don't worry if there are a few lumps. Once it goes in the oven, those will actually disperse. I've taken 1 punnet of cherry tomatoes, which I've cut in half, washed them and cut in half, and I'm going to sprinkle those all over the fish. We then take a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much salt because your sauce has got salt in it. And I have 1 bunch of spring onions, which I've just cleaned up, and I'm simply going to cut them into 4 pieces so that I've got sort of nice chunky pieces here, and then also sprinkle those over. You then take our sauce, mix it again, and pour it over your fish. This will actually let the fish almost poach in the sauce, and your sauce will thicken to give a lovely gravy at the end. What we do then is take 1 cup of grated cheddar. I've used a more mature cheddar so that I've got the mild flavour with the fish, and then on top I've got a nice tangy cheddar. Sprinkle that on top. And then lastly, just to help with crispiness, I'll take a handful of breadcrumbs, you can see it's not that much, and just sprinkle that on top of the cheese. We're then going to pop it in the oven at 180 for about 25 minutes. Then the fish will be cooked, and you can finish it about 5 minutes on grill option so that it can go nice and golden brown. So 25 minutes is up. I'm just going to check in the oven if it's nice and golden. It's perfect. So you can see we've got lovely golden cheese there. All we need to do now is just garnish with a few cherry tomatoes. And it smells lovely and cheesy. And then just cut a few spring onions to sprinkle on the top. And there we go, a lovely light, creamy fish dish that you can have on a summer's evening.